welcome everyone. And today the focus of this webinar is going to be on pre-bid. And we have a guest with us here. We've got Kerry Scott.
Hey everyone.
Thanks for joining us, Kerry.
You bet.
So the focus of today, as I mentioned, is going to be on pre-bid. So we're going to do some Q&A, and we're going to dive into the platform and look at some pre-bid projects and just kind of go through how to find them and what to do with pre-bid. Just a couple of quick things first. As I mentioned, Q&A. Would love all your questions, so feel free to type them into the chat box at any time, and we'll get to them as we see them. Also, this webinar will be recorded, so if you've got colleagues that are wanting to look at it, listen to it, we can share the link with you after the call. And a lot of our friends in the South couldn't make it because of the Thanksgiving, so I'll be following up with everyone that couldn't make it with a link to the recording as well. And as always, send me your feedback during the call and even afterwards. If there's any topics that you'd like us to cover, just send me an email and we'll try and cover it next time. All right, so hopefully everyone can see my screen okay. And I'm going to go through just a couple of quick slide decks here. So diving in, just a little bit about us. BidCentral is part of the BC Construction Association, and from within that we've got 4 regions. We've got the Northern Region Construction Association, the Southern Interior, Vancouver Island Construction Association, and the Vancouver Regional Construction Association. So we're hopefully going to try and work on some of those guys to get them onto calls as well in the coming months. So anyway, a bit about BidCentral. So BC's largest construction bidding marketplace. We're built by the construction industry for the construction industry. A lot of the other bidding sites out there, construction is just a category of that platform, whereas we are just focused solely on construction projects. And of course, we've got thousands of projects at your fingertips. So now we're going to dive into a bit of Q&A here with Kerry, just to talk about pre-bid. So Kerry, tell us a bit about what pre-bid is.
Alrighty. Okay. The best way I'd like to refer to pre-bid is as a heads up for upcoming projects in the construction industry. There are future construction projects that are available for the project before they come out for tender. So the ultimate goal why we do pre-bid is, again, to give everybody a heads up, but also to follow through and update these projects until they are ready to come out for tender. At that time, we'll source the projects out and move them from pre-bid to open tenders.
Makes sense.
A little summary of what it is.
Awesome. So what? Who's it for, and what's the value that they get out of pre-bid projects?
The value would be, the best thing would be the competitive advantage for sure. Knowing about these projects in advance and that a project is coming can really help manufacturers, suppliers, contractors, just everybody related in the businesses to sell their services and make plans for bidding on the project. It's also good so they can know what's going on in their communities as well.
Mm-hmm. Awesome. Where do you find these projects?
We find them on hundreds of different public and private sources. Just some examples are local and municipal governments, posted zoning applications, zoning signs, building permits, newspapers, word of mouth, city minutes, all our relationships. We have a ton of relationships with different owners and design consultants across BC. And we're regularly visiting public sites to get new pre-bid projects as well as the updates.
Awesome. And yeah, so that's a good segue. So how often are they posted and how often are they updated?
Well, we're on it all the time. Every time we see a sign or anything, we're right on it and posting the projects as soon as we get them. They're updated as soon as we can find the most recent updates. So again, we're constantly looking through wherever we got the projects from. Say if it's a public job, we're looking through the websites to see if there's been any updates. Or if it's from a newspaper, we're looking through the newspapers for new updates. So basically all day, every day it's happening.
Awesome. And what happens when a project goes to tender?
What our main goal is when the project's ready to go for tender is to transform the project out of pre-bid projects and into the public plan room. which is super convenient for all of our customers because they can follow it along. And if you want to follow it along, Adam's going to teach you a way to do it on your pre-bid site to be able to follow it all the way through to tender. It's just a through-out email notification subscription. It's super handy. But a lot of pre-bid information is difficult to find. And that's why providing this to our BidCentral customers is a really valuable service, which we're super happy to be doing all over the province.
Awesome. And I get a lot of people asking me, they want to post projects, and some of them are pre-bid. So what can they do to get those projects posted up on BidCentral?
Absolutely. Just shoot an email or give me a call or Adam a call. Otherwise, you can send an email to prebid@bidcentral.ca and give us all of your information, and we'll work with you to get your projects posted right away and keep with you through the whole thing until they're right up to date.
Awesome. Thank you.
You bet.
All right. Now, if we take a look at the pre-bid process, like Kerry described there, so we kind of boiled it down into three main steps. So the initial phase is the discovery phase. That's where Kerry and team go out and source projects from news, industry, municipalities, and post them up on BidCentral as a pre-bid opportunity. So these projects are constantly updated. If you subscribe to them, you'll get updates, notifications anytime there's an update to the project. And then eventually that project will go to tender and will be up, or we'll endeavor to have it up on BidCentral so that you can then bid on it. So if you again stay notified on the projects when they come to fruition, then you get notified. So that's kind of the process. It can take from pre-bid to tender. It could be years or months depending on the project. Now we've got some project spotlights. So Kerry's put together some projects that she wanted to talk about here, and the first one's quite interesting. So over to you, Kerry.
Okay, so this one I just kind of thought was a really cool project. This one I ended up finding in actually one of the local newspapers. I don't have a ton of information on it yet, but I keep looking for more of it. So this is what you'll see as a private project. So you'll see that it actually says the category on there is commercial. The funding is private because it's private. It's not government money. It tells the address and stuff and just a little blurb about the project. And the stage right now is pre-bid, and the design phase is just proposed because nobody's agreed to it yet. It's just been proposed from the company. But it sounds like a really cool project, so I wanted to put this one on.
Definitely. Yeah, I think it would be a great one for Abbotsford, which I hear is exploding right now with lots of projects there.
For sure, yeah, it's busy down there.
Cool. Moving on, this one is actually, so we're trying to capture some projects here from around the province. So this one's, what is this, up in Terrace?
This one has got the North Pumping. Everybody's super stoked about this. It's a huge new project. It's been in the works for a long time, and it's finally getting ready to come to fruition. So it's a pretty exciting one. So again, this one's public. Obviously, it's through the health, like Northern Health. And the category would be institutional. We refer to institutional as government money being spent. The construction start date is anticipated 2020, which is coming up really soon. So there's a lot of people really interested in this. And I've been really working on getting updates on this one as fast as I can.
Awesome. What else have we got here? On the island, we've got the Shelbourne Street improvements.
Yeah, this one's kind of neat. This one's just to make Victoria even prettier than it already is. I thought everybody on the island would like this one.
Definitely. Very cool. And last but not least, we've got one more here, which is a really interesting one.
Yeah, this one's a good one. One's perfect to show you the process. So this one was originally put into pre-bid in 2017, so it's been in for 2 years. And we've been following it along and doing updates on it. And now it's actually gone to an open project in our plan room. So now everybody's able to go in. It's actually like a, what is it right now? It's just a request for information issued by the city, but it's actually as an open project now. So it shows you how the process works. And like Adam said, some of these projects in pre-bid have been in there for 14 years and they're still in pre-bid. It's just, yeah, some of them take forever to come about. But this is a really neat one to show you the transition.
Awesome. Great. Now it's time for the demo. So I'm going to dive into the platform here and show you how to access pre-bid projects. All right, hopefully you can all see my screen okay. So I'm logged into the BidCentral platform as a standard BidCentral premium user, and so I'm going to walk you through how to find projects, how to search for projects, pre-bid projects, how to subscribe to pre-bid projects, and how to set up automatic notifications for future projects. So I'm logged in and I'm at the dashboard right now. And so the dashboard's made up into a few key areas. We've got the quick search area here, where you type in a keyword, and then under status, you'll see that pre-bid is actually one of the statuses here that you would search. So you can search for open pre-bid projects and closed pre-bid projects. And then on the right-hand side, you've got under My Searches, we also have a quick shortcut here that will take you to all the pre-bid projects. So if you click that link, that's going to take you to all the open pre-bid projects on the site right now, which the last time I checked was over 500. As you can see, there's lots here. Yeah, 525 open pre-bid projects, and more getting added daily. So back to dashboard, you can do a quick search, but I always recommend that you use the advanced search to search for projects. And the reason why is it's just a more thorough search. It searches through the documents. In the case of a pre-bid project, there may not always be documents uploaded to the project, but again, the advanced search just gives you a more thorough search, so I always recommend using it. So I'm going to type in something. Then I'm going to search for pre-bid, and then hit search. And that's going to show me all the pre-bid projects here with the word electrical in it. So once you've found a project, if you click on the link, it will take you to the project. So this is the example I've got from earlier, the fire hall in Merit that you spoke about. So when you pull up a project, you can see the project number, you can see the site address, the date it was posted, any updates when the last update was, the project type, category, funding is public, and some information about the project. We always try to put as much information in there as possible. Sometimes the projects can be vague, sometimes they can be very thorough. So given that this one then converted to an actual project on our site, you can see that here. So once you find a pre-bid project that looks interesting, if you want to subscribe to it, go under Tools, and then under Tools, you've got Notification Subscription, and you can set yourself up to get notified anytime there's any changes to the project. So you tick the box and then click Subscribe, and now you're subscribed to future updates on the project. The other things you can do is you can add it to your favorites. So if this is one that you really want to watch, you can go to Tools and click Add Favorite, and then that'll add it to your homepage on the dashboard as a link, a quick link. And then finally, you can also set yourself a reminder. So you can set yourself a reminder for 3 months from now to check in on this project. So that's the process to search for a project, go into a project, subscribe to a project. In some cases, the projects will have documents, so you can click View Documents. In this case, it doesn't have any, but given that it's a pre-bid project, it's typically pre-design stage, so drawings and plans and things like that are not available. But that's really an overview of how to go in there and how to do all this here with the pre-bid projects. Finally, the other thing I was going to show you is if you want to be notified for future projects that get added, you can set up this feature called opportunity matching. and that's done under your account. So if you click on My Account, you'll see an option here called Edit Opportunity Matching. And this is an automated service that will send you an email anytime a new project gets added with specified keywords. So you can do, well, you've got two options actually. You can set a specific region, so Northern BC or Southern Interior, Vancouver Island, Vancouver region. Set your region, and then it will send you an email every day for any new projects that get added. Or you can select your region, and then you can specify keywords like I've done in here, and then it will only send you emails if a project has been added in that region for that keyword. So for example, I've got irrigation here, and I've got all 4 regions set. So if a new project, whether it's pre-bid or an open project, gets added in any of these 4 regions, it will send me an email to let me know that an irrigation project's been posted. So you can use this for whatever your trade is, or if you're a manufacturer or supplier, you can put a specific brand in here. So I'm using quotation marks in here because it's going to search the exact phrase rainbird instead of rain plus bird. So keep an eye on that using the quotation marks there, and then hit save. And the emails usually go out between 5 to 6 p.m. each night. So when I get in the office in the morning, the following morning, I get a cup of coffee, I sit down, and I go through all the new projects that got posted the night before. And that's really it as far as how to go in and find pre-bid projects, how to subscribe to them, and how to set yourself up for future pre-bid projects. Okay. Now, with to get access to pre-bid, it does require a BidCentral Premium or Enterprise membership. So free users can go in and they can browse open projects, but they don't have the ability to look at pre-bid or closed or awarded projects. So in order to gain access to those projects, you need to sign up either with BidCentral directly or with your regional construction association. So if you're a member of one of the regional construction associations, you get a pretty sweet deal on that. You get 60% off by signing up through your region. Or if you're not a member of one of the regions, contact me and we can get you set up either with one of the regions as to join as a member, or we can get you signed up with BidCentral directly so that you can access these projects. Some of the other features here of a BidCentral Premium user is our bid calendar, is our advanced search functionality, is getting access to our contractor directory. You have the ability to post projects. You can view documents for all the different statuses of projects, and many more features. So again, if you're interested in that, give me a shout and I'd be happy to help you there. And like Kerry said, if you do have a project that you want to get posted, you can send it to prebid@bidcentral.ca, or you can reach out to me and I can help you get that posted as well. And before I let you go and enjoy your Thursday afternoon, just a couple of quick updates. Our next webinar is going to be in the new year on January the 9th at 3 p.m. And it's going to be top to bottom, end to end, thorough going through the BidCentral platform, how to find projects, and how to use the site, and hopefully a couple of new features as well that we're going to share with you. So I'll send you out the link to that if you're interested in subscribing. I will also send you an email with a link to this recording so that you can share it with your team. And then just below here, we've got my contact information if you need to reach me, or if you need to reach Kerry regarding posting pre-bid projects. Before I let you go, if there's any questions, feel free to post them now, but it's been kind of quiet here, so so far no questions. Okay, no questions. And as always, give us your feedback. We would love some suggestions on some different topics to cover for future presentations. So feel free to send me an email. All right, guys. Well, it's been a pleasure, and I hope you all enjoyed this. And we look forward to hearing from you with your questions or feedback. Have a great afternoon.